Good morning, everybody. It is about 10:45 in the north woods of Wisconsin today, and it is May 1st. It's May Day. I remember when we were little kids, my grandparents owned a hardware store, and my mom would go down and get the old wallpaper sample books from my grandma and grandpa, and this is when the wallpaper was really, really old, not the pre-glued stuff and the satiny finishes and everything. And she would tear the samples out of the book. She'd roll them up and glue them or tape them and then put pipe cleaners in for handles, and she'd have candies for us to fill them up. And then we would take them to neighbors and friends, but also if we had a boyfriend or a girlfriend, we'd go put them on their doorknob, knock on their door. 2 houses up from us was this little boy named Tommy. Can't for sure remember what his last name, but I think it was Smith. Man, I just thought he was the cutest thing in the world, so I would take mine up there, put on the handle, knock on the door. And not only did he not chase me for a kiss, but he never even answered the door, so clearly I was doing something wrong. But today is May Day, and it's also my girlfriend Louise's birthday today in Albuquerque. So Louise, I love you dearly. You are so special. A happy birthday and happy May Day. So today, yes, I have my crown on again today. It's very important to me to keep that crown on. I know Molly watches the videos and she has the crowns. That's what started. So I thought, well, as long as I have crowns, why don't we do some glitter, a shawl? I don't know if you all can see it or not, but the shawl has some glitter in it, so it kind of goes along with the crown. Now, I had a video chat with my girlfriend Cindy this week, and she, as you may recall, is the one who thought that she agreed with all of my friends and my mental stability as far as doing these videos. But when we greeted each other on the video chat, she said, well, hi, Queen. I thought, she thinks I'm a queen. She really does. So I'm going to run with it. I may even be presenting and showing a new and more glitzy crown in one of the days ahead. I might be. You just never know. So how's everybody today? I got up, I took my shower, washed my hair, tried to fix up. Talking about hair, I've cut my own hair. Who else? Everybody's been cutting their own hair. That's what I understand. Just my sides, and so far it's not too bad. I sent a picture to my hairdresser and she said it looks sassy. So is that good? I'm not real sure if sassy's good or bad. But my situation is it got too long in the back and I couldn't do that. So believe it or not, yes, I did. As God is my witness, I had my husband cut it and he did a really nice job. I sectioned it off, showed him how to do it, and he did a nice job. So I think gals and guys kind of are both doing that. As a matter of fact, I think that I may have heard of someone in Overland Park who perhaps attempted to trim his own hair. I don't know, garden shears, dog shears, I'm not real sure, but from what I hear, my husband, I think, maybe did a little better job than what this gentleman in Overland Park did. He had a nice little bald spot. I won't mention any names, but he is my son, and so I'm sure it looked just wonderful. Hey, I got my tripod set up. As you'll notice, I have both hands. It's wonderful, and I do have to make an acknowledgement and some sort of an apology to all my Japanese followers. I said that the instructions were in Japanese. Well, I'm not 100% sure that they weren't in Chinese, and it doesn't matter. It just really doesn't matter. I figured it out, but I was questioned on how did I know that was Japanese and not Chinese. Well, I have absolutely no idea. So I have some followers from Japan, and I did want to let them know I'm thinking of you. We're all cool, and it's okay. It's okay. But look at here. Here's my little bitty remote that I can turn this on and off with. I did not need my grandson Hank's help. I did it all by myself, and I did want to show you the enormous, it says owner's manual. Here it is. This is the owner's manual. You can see how I put my hands on there so you can get a size. It opens. There's a little bit more to it, but I thought if the owner's manual was that small, I could probably figure it out by myself. And I did. It works. We'll see. We'll see if it works. If I can get this thing shut off when we're all done. Let's see what else is new. Haven't had any Hummers yet. We do have grape jelly and oranges out for the Orioles. Haven't had one of those yet. I do understand that they're in the area to fix this. So I'm waiting. I'm pretty excited about that. I did spend a couple minutes the other night, well, more than a couple minutes, watching a video, you know, that Southern woman that I refer to every once in a while that says y'all all the time. She had a video on how to make a banana and peanut butter grilled cheese, or grilled peanut butter and banana sandwich. It took her 20 minutes. Who takes 20 minutes to make a grilled banana and peanut butter sandwich? I'll tell you why it took her that long. Because in the midst of everything, she was selling 2 different appliances, an air cooker and maybe a pan, and she was selling her cookbook. That's fine if you want to do that, but not here. I'm not selling anything. I'm just going to use an old omelet pan today for our omelet. Yes, we're making an omelet. But this is just fun. You know, no selling here, no alternative motive, just having fun, touching base, seeing how everybody is. You know, I don't even know what day of the isolation this is. Maybe around the 200th, 300th. I'm not too sure, but it seems like that. So today we are going to make an omelet. This is what we're going to start with. I'm very excited about this. An omelet pan. Yes, it's critical that you have an omelet pan. Can you do it in a flat frying pan? Yes, but it's just simply not the same. So what we're doing, I only used what was in my refrigerator today because that's the way that we do things. So I thought this kind of sounds like a Mexican taco omelet. So what I have cheese, tomatoes. I had a hamburger patty in there that had been cooked, so I just chopped that up, and olives. I love olives. Don't want to put too many olives on because they really overpower it. You just want that taste of olives. I may even have, I think I started out with 10. I think I have 8 because 2 kind of disappeared on me. So that's what we're going to do today. And you use just 2 eggs. You do not need 3. Nobody needs a 3-egg omelet in this world. And besides, it's just a hair too much for that particular size pan. So I've already done this. I've already whipped this up, and I put in about a tablespoon plus of water. I'm not sure why. I just do. And I also put in a teeny little pat of butter in here. Just a teeny little pat. It kind of helps it slide out at the end. And who knows, it may give it a little extra taste. And who doesn't need a little more butter in their life? Right, especially now. And I have a little taco sauce. We're just going to put a little bit of this on it because it's that Mexican theme. Now, you want your pan medium to hot. You don't want it sizzling, and I think I have this low enough if it sizzles, so much for that. But you don't want the bottom of it to be brown. You want to have patience. You want to cook it slowly enough so that it's just nice and soft. That brown on the bottom makes it too, I don't know, it's crispy. You don't want that on the bottom of your omelet. So here we go. I think I'm ready. Have your spatula ready to clean out your egg from your dish. And you want it warm. Don't put it in there until you know that the temperature is just right. It's been on about a medium hot or so, and I think we're good. Oh, one other thing. Oh, I almost forgot. You can put everything in at the end. Gee, I'm glad I thought about this. I would have messed the whole thing up. I had to start over again. I put the hamburger and the olives in first. Get them a little warm. Oh, it's just sizzling kind of nicely. You don't want to put the tomatoes in because they'll get too mushy. But there's nothing worse when you get an omelet or you make an omelet and the ends have nothing in it. They're all in the very middle. And that's because you put everything in after the fact. So it's not going to take too terribly long for this to get warm. Kind of spread it around because your 2 eggs will cover this whole pan nicely. And turn it up. It was on 2. I'm going to turn it up to about 3.5. And for now, that's good enough. But because you want that warm, and it will be warm because it'll continue to cook. Now you take your eggs, just pour them in there. Take a spatula. Don't just assume that you're going to get all that out because you got a lot of nice eggs in there. Now you're going to start swirling it around. And this is the magic of Barb's omelets. You never really let it sit on the stovetop flat. You keep twirling it like this. And can you see how everything is beautifully coated? I'm looking for steam. I can see a little bit of steam, so I think my temperature is good. And then at some point, once it starts to set a little bit, scrape a little off the edge and put a little, make the juicy part go underneath your omelet. You see that? Now, I know there are many of you who have probably been doing it like this for years. I'm going to keep doing this as I talk. See how that goes? And then you swirl around a little bit more. Swirl to get those sides. So I know that many of you have probably already done this. I do know that. I do know that. Cindy's probably one of them because she's the best cook in the entire world, and that's all she does is cook. She cooks for family. She cooks for friends. She's a cooking fool, and she's just a marvelous cook, and I think maybe baker. I'm not sure about that. But I realize that you probably have done this, but you know what? There may be some of you who haven't. I made this at a brunch several years ago like this, and for adults, obviously, not for children. A couple of ladies said, I've never seen anything like that before. So see, we're still lifting up the sides, tipping the pan, and letting that uncooked egg get down at the bottom. Kind of go all around the pan and do that several times. And you're slowly cooking your egg. Now this takes patience. This doesn't happen quickly. Do not lose patience and turn it up, because then you will get that brown bottom. But then you can start swirling again, and then you kind of get on your sides. So to get back to everybody thinking that they may know this, there may be some who don't. And some of our younger folks on this channel like to cook, and this is really, really simple to do for them. I also have had some people say, oh, I never know when you're going to be on. And all you have to do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is click that subscribe button. See, I'm still doing this. There's still a little left in here, a little of the soft egg. But you tip it up. It's one of the reasons you continually tip it up, is not only to get that egg under there to cook, it's so that your bottom doesn't cook too much. Easy peasy, and it's fun. See how that's coming? Now I'm going to completely take it off the burner. The pan is hot enough to kind of start that adhering itself. Now I'm just turning. I'm going to set it down. And if you do subscribe, I believe, obviously you have to leave your email address, but that's all. It doesn't cost anything. You're not obligated to do anything. I don't sell anything on here. This is just pure fun and invaluable cooking tips. And you get to see my crown. And who knows? Maybe some of you will want to buy a crown. And if you don't know the story about the crown, you're going to have to go back a couple of videos to see what the crown is all about. I'm all for crowns. See, I'm still doing this. Still making little bitty holes here for it to seep into the bottom. And we're pretty good with that. And we just keep turning the pan. Get it back here on the burner so it cooks a little bit more. And no, you don't want, and this is another reason, if you had put 3 in here, this top part will never cook. It just will remain soft, and you obviously do not want that. If you are in a hurry and want that top cooked a little bit faster than what it is, get a piece of tin foil and just put it on top of it, or a cover, you know, and then it'll just steam itself. It'll steam itself, it'll cook. So we're getting very, very close here. I think this is perfect. I don't put onions in mine. I do if I make it for my husband, because I don't like onions. But if I do make 2 of them, I have another omelet pan. You really can just make 1 at a time. And it's no fun if you're served somebody else and then yours is done and you sit there and eat all alone. You know, nobody likes to do that. So I have two. I've also tried to make it in a great big pan. I've used like 6 or 8 eggs, and the sides are curved, but it's just too much and it never really cooks properly. So I don't think that you can probably see this, but we're ready to go here. I'm gonna do one more little tip here. I've just got a little bit of juice here that can come down. It's not juice, it's egg. And this will continue to cook. And now you put the tomatoes or whatever else you want on here. Jalapeno peppers. Oh. Or if it's for my Overland Park family, Tabasco sauce. And here we do our cheese. This cheese, I don't think you can see it, but it's kind of different, crumbly. And I have learned that yes, while you can freeze cheese, and it's just as good when you thought it's crumbly. It's crumbly. So now I'm going to shut my burner off. Oh, a little taco sauce. Just a little bit here and there, just for that taste. And I have a spatula. And now I'm going to slowly start curling it down toward me. The bottom, oh, it's beautiful, you guys. The bottom is not brown at all. Now I can't put the plate on the burner right in front of me. I kind of messed up with that. But at this point, you can almost tip it right onto the plate. And look at that. Woo! And that got hot because it was too close to the burner. So here we have, look at that, just a beautiful, beautiful omelet. And today I cut up some cantaloupe. We're going to put a little cantaloupe on here and make an English muffin. And there we have a nice little brunch. Wasn't that fun? I really enjoyed that. Everybody, have a wonderful day. Have a great time. Until next time. Bye.